Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Lisa and welcome to ChatGPT Thursday, where I use ChatGPT to spark an idea for me. Last week I asked it to create 3 junk journal ideas from masterboards, and this week I'm going to do the same, but I'm going to say create 3 junk journal pockets from book pages. So just slightly different, and I'm going to see what the results are and see what it comes up with to do it. Now I might do exactly what they say, but more than likely I'm just going to use it as an idea, a springboard to make it my own, but just a little start, just a little gas to the fire and to get it going. So I'm going to switch to the screen of it, and I will ask ChatGPT what I should do. All right, let me show you what we found in this week's ChatGPT Thursday. So we're going to open the app like usual, and I have already plugged in the speaking part for it, and we're going to go through the ideas. So my thought is to create 3 ideas to make junk journal pockets from book pages. So they gave me 3 ideas for beginner-friendly ideas for junk journal pockets from book pages. So the first one is a folded corner tuck pocket, and that is pretty standard stuff, 4x4 square, triangle, nothing too earth-shattering there. Number 2 is a double book page pocket, 2-tier storage for tags or journaling cards. Take 2 book pages, same size, fold 1.5 horizontally. That'll be the front pocket. Glue it onto the second page, aligning the bottom edges. Sew or glue around. Decorate with collage, a tiny strip, or a fussy cut image. That's possible. Great for botanical, which I'm working on that flower journal. And the third one is a side flip pocket with hidden journaling spot. Adds a flip out and pocket in one. Fold a book page in half vertically to form a narrow panel like a door. Well, this sounds interesting. Glue only the top and bottom edge to a journal page. Oh, kind of like a belly band actually, not really a pocket. Forming a vertical side pocket. I guess AI does not know what a belly band is. Inside the folded flap, add a journaling spot or hidden quote. Decorate the front with lace, vintage stamps, or washi. Use a contrasting text and imagery inside for a surprise reveal. Well, I really like that idea. I think I'm going to make some of those using book pages. And I think I got another idea for how the washi tape sounds great. And I think I have another idea of how to decorate the top. So I'm going to get my stuff together and create one to make sure this looks good. And I will show you that one, and then we'll create some together. All right, so as you saw, ChatGPT suggested taking a book page and folding it in like a door to make a hidden journaling spot. And it said, what, a vertical pocket? So a vertical pocket, i.e. a belly band. So this is my take on it, and I have this book here. It still has it in the spine. Take a page off here, and I'm not sure why I haven't folded. They've been folded for a while, but I'm going to take these. This was a Dollar Tree book, so it is a newer book. It's not brittle. It's not falling apart, because I'm pretty sure a brittle one would not work. So I took one of these pages, and even though it had this in there, I was fine with it. I folded the one side up to the half line, just only because there was a half line. And I took this side that had the roughness, take a little extra of that roughness off of there, just because I thought it was kind of fun, and folded it over so it just went over there a little bit. And I had my bone folder out. Pages are pretty thin, so it doesn't take too much. I can pretty much bone folder with my finger, but I wanted it to make sure it would stay as flat as possible. It's going to open a little bit, but when we add this, it doesn't. And oh, that's what I wanted. I cut it down to, what did I cut them down to? Just under 8, because usually the book pages are about 8. So we're going to just take a little bit off the top and bottom. going to get covered up. So we're going to go right up there. Yeah, that looks pretty good. All right, so I inked up the rough edge just to give it a little bit more personality. And don't need to ink too much because it's going to get covered up. All right, so the next thing I did on this, I should show you that. This is one of those chipboard pieces, and so I have glued it on there so it becomes kind of like a, it looks deceiving, like that is on there completely. But I put it on there mostly because of weight, because it holds it down then, but it also leaves it so that you can flip it open. And I did put some blank paper down the center. Wasn't too worried about the sides. I could have put some on the sides if I wanted to, but I just wanted the center to be written on. I have a strip of paper here and a strip of washi tape. Same with this. I have a strip of paper and a strip of washi tape. I think it said, the ChatGPT said layered washi tape, but I thought the paper with the washi tape was good. And that is going to be it. And I thought this would be perfect for my floral journal and to add as a belly band. And I happened to open the book and it fell to the end here. And I thought, well, wouldn't that look cute on the end of this signature as a belly band across from these beautiful floral pages. So we're going to take it and we're going to attach it as a belly band. And I'm just going to center it. I think the words on the back are kind of fun. We're going to really use this page for anything because it is, the back of these pages are just describing probably what's on the opposite side of the book, what kind of flowers they were. But yeah, so now I have a spot to journal, and I don't want to pull it too hard because it's sticking, but I will have from yesterday's video a place to stick a belly band, stick a tag. Not wide enough, but colors will go well with it. It's going to go well in this journal at some point when I get around to putting stuff in there. But yeah, so that's cute, right? I like it. Okay, so let's show how easy this was to do, truly. I'm going to do two because I have 3 signatures, so I might as well do these together. So let's pull that one out. Just going to move these to the side. And we're just going to, before I fold it even, I'm just going to trim it. All right, so this went, I suppose, I guess I could have taken everything from the top or the bottom, but, all right, so we're just going to take a little bit off of that. Get it flat and straight as possible. But cutting it from the top and bottom will, and I probably should have done it after I folded it now that I said that, because if I fold crooked, that could be the straightening effect of it. All right, take that glue. There's some glue on there. But how truly easy is this? Now, I can't say that this is totally an original idea. Somebody definitely could have done something like this. I know I haven't. I mean, I made belly bands before, but I have not done a hidden journaling spot. I think in the center, you know, you do things and you kind of forget you do them, and maybe I did it. But there we go. Okay, so we need to put something in the center here to block it, and I do have some book page over here. All right, we just need to that'll cover. I just need it to be small enough so that will close. And I'm going to glue it down and we'll trim it afterwards. But I'm going to cut the other one so I can get my paper out of here. All right, so this is, got a little bit of words on there, but I think it'll be okay. It's one of those pages from the same book, but it was one of those header pages. And this actually might, okay, just needs to be trimmed just a scotch. There we go. Okay, let's get my book, and I am just gonna, oh, okay. All right, so we are gonna just add some glue and glue this down. It shifted a little. There we go. Just want to make sure that it is closable. And just to give it a little strength, I could definitely fold that over. This one's a little bit small. Trim that down. Okay, and let's glue this one down. So yeah, so that ChatGPT Thursday, I think it's definitely fun. And if you haven't seen it before from me, I'd love to hear your comments. And if you're going to try something, I should probably make a playlist with these. I mean, who knows? I might only be able to do 2 or 3 because I might just run out of ideas to ask it. Or, you know, I could redo some of them because if you ask it, I noticed if you ask it once and you don't like the ideas, you can say create 3 new ones, and it will give you different ones. So, and I'm pretty sure that each time you ask it, it can just randomly, since it's random, it's probably not going to bring up the same 3 over and over again. So I could definitely ask for 3. I think what I asked for pockets this time, 3 junk journal pockets. I could ask for 3 junk journal tags made from book pages or something, and see what sparks the idea from there. Okay, so with that said, we have our base in there. It's going to go that way, and I am going to, now this was a good idea, and I didn't even realize it, but now this is going to open this way, and this is going to open this way, because I have that in front with the words up and down. Okay, so for these strips, I have my bucket of strips here that are tall and straight, and I could just randomly pick some stuff. This one I picked 2 different ones, and maybe I should base it on the washi tape that I want to use for these. So I'm going to grab the washi tape I want. All right, so I picked some washi tape. This has some red flowers on it, and this has some balloons with red on there and green, which I thought was interesting. This one's maybe too wide, but it has some pretty butterflies on there and some pink floral. So we're going to give those a shot. All right, so green and red. Oh, that could go fun underneath there. And let's do that one. All right, so pinks and purples. I got pink. I don't know if I have. Oh, I like that one. Okay. So my strip box came in handy. All right, so the next thing we're going to do is we are going to glue these strips onto the paper where we can layer the washi tape. And I'm gonna glue the paper to the edge, and then the washi tape will go closer that way. So I'm just gonna rip that just because I don't need to glue past that. I was gonna cut it off anyway, but this way it's easier for me to know where to stop. Now, probably the hardest part when I did that sample was making sure that the strip of paper went over to the edge of the book. I know, right? Shouldn't be that hard, but okay. Cut that in a minute, and we'll do the same with this. You're going to go to there and do this. So this really could not be too much more simple than I think it is, really. And what have I thought of on my own? I don't think so. Don't know. Okay. Okay, we'll let that dry a minute, and we're going to glue this one on. All right, I think we'll do that. Yeah, this is fun. I like this. I think this will be a good idea. And you really can put whatever you want on here. Now, if you just wanted to layer the washi, that would totally work also. But I think, like I said, I think this strips of paper just adds a little bit of strength to the book page. So there's really nothing wrong with that. Adding a little strength to that. I need to get a new page here. All right. Okay. All right, back to the original. Gotta get rid of that glue page. It's getting a little sticky. Okay, so we are going to trim down the paper. Okay, I mean, they're cute on their own, right? But adding the washi tape, I think, is going to be fun. This one covers a little bit more, so I think I'm going to put the balloon on this side. And this is a bit wider of a piece of paper. So I'm gonna cover just above, kind of following that red line there to make it straightish. Nope, I didn't go long enough. That's okay. 'Tis what it is. Can really hardly tell that I missed it there. Okay. Yeah, you can still see it now. And then this side is going to be the red flower with the green leaves on the green background. And this one I'm going to go a bit farther up All right, I would probably, now that I'm looking at it, go a little farther down, cover more of that green paper up, but I think I will ruin it if I try to take it off at the moment. So. Okay, so we're going to go that way. And I've got the big butterflies. I'm definitely going to do it on this side. Just because there's a little bit more room and it'll show. All right, we're going to go right up to there. And then for this side, we're gonna split the difference of this paper and go down the center. Why not? All right, I could fold this over, but I'm not sure it would make much sense to have it coming on this side. So I am not gonna flip it over. I'm gonna trim it. And this kind of goes back to where I probably could have waited to trim it to being just shy of 8. Because then I get a totally clean edge for sure. But I'm doing my best to try to cut these straight. Okay. Oh yeah, that one's cute. I like that one. Okay, so now this is where I find a piece to go over it to close it. And since we are going in the floral book, we're going to find something to go over this. Now, it can't be too big. But it can definitely be a bit smaller. Now, I do have some butterflies. These might be too big. Yeah, I don't want it too small because I want it to definitely be able to close the book, as they say. Now this would have been nice, except it's just too big. Can I fussy cut it down? I probably could. I'm going to give it a shot. There they are. This would be perfect if it was red, or I think it would be nice if it was red. Yeah, that is definitely better. So, I'm just gonna ink around the edge just to get this a little darker. It reminds me more of that. Put you away. Now, do I mind necessarily if the butterfly is bigger than the belly band? I don't think I necessarily mind it. So I think I'm going to do that one. Not you. Now, where did you come from? Seriously, did I see that already? Oh, well, I took the time to cut that out, so I'm going to use it. Wow, that was bad, Lisa. That was numbingly bad. Okay. All right, so to close these, we are going to glue these down, but just on the one side so that it doesn't close it, so we are gonna just put glue down here. And all right, I think I'm gonna put this one in the center. Still leaves that red balloon up there and down there. I'm gonna open it up just to make sure none of the glue seep through. We don't want it to close permanently. But see how that weighs it down compared to that? So this one I think I'm gonna put here also, because then that butterfly is above and below it. Or do it there. You know what? I think I'm gonna do it a little bit higher. Cover that blue one up. Okay. All right, so we're gonna do it to right about there. Well, I hope you like this idea. See if you give it a try, or at least I hope you like the idea of trying to use the ChatGPT to give yourself some ideas. A little bit of glue, get rid of that. If you're stuck in a funk, or just, you know, want to try something new and different that maybe you never tried before. I like it. I think these would be fun in any style, not just the floral. Find some washi tape, find a anchor thing that you want to anchor, and I think I might make some darker ones out of book pages, because I've got these bigger. Keep trying to figure out something to use these bigger things for. Like this would be fun as an anchor point. Oh, that would definitely be fun as an anchor point. I have a chair. Oh, and a balloon. Yeah, those could be fun. I really like that one on with some Tim Holtzy washi kind of things. Even this would be cute as an anchor. Oh, for sure. All right, I'll have to keep these to the side. And there we go. Yeah, these will be fun. I'm going to play with those in a bit, but I have a bit of glue on Madame Butterfly. There we go. Yeah, cute. Open up, little right. Open up, little right. I love it. Okay, well that is going to be it for me today. So, like I said, I will put these in this journal on the other backs of, there you are. Pick which one we want to put on the back of there. This one is going to be on the back, which I am fine with. But yeah, those would be cute. I love it. That could even go there. They're just pretty to begin with. Okay. Get that page back, and there we go. All right, that is going to be it for me today. I hope you enjoyed that video. Again, a thumbs up would be awesome if you liked it. Any comments or questions, I'd be happy to answer those. And as usual, thanks for stopping by, and hope you all have a wonderful and creative day. Bye now.